make this P. I got a text from the boy in Cali telling me sit tight, gonna make me a beat. And a guy for the stylish babe on a stylish date trying to make.
And welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sport. What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. Michael Porter out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Marcus Smart. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 down low.
Well, that's his game. Porter Jr. is a knockdown shooter off the catch.
Randall outside. Brunson against Smart. Horford outside. The three ball. The rebound, Celtics. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Billy Donovan had a moment here with him. He talked about the task of facing Jimmy Butler, fiery wing. Coach said, you can talk about the scouting report all you want with Jimmy, but he brings the extra dimension. Butler has the attitude that is unmatched in the league. The passion of Jimmy Butler in full focus tonight, Ryan.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player. He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Smart looking around. Adebayo, a screen on Brunson. Pass to Adebayo. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
When Brunson is helping on defense, it's huge for his team.
No good on the quick three. Randall, the pass to Horford. Not going to go that time. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Here's Antetokounmpo. Smart for three. Again, the miss by Boston. The Bulls have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Shot is good by Barrett.
You gotta like the quick decision-making from Barrett. Not even hesitating at all off the catch.
Butler on the wing, guarded by Barrett. Over to the left wing. White against Porter. Antetokounmpo, a screen on White. Clock at 6. Porter, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Randall. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. That's good, and it's Smart with the assist.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Outside White. Brunson, a screen on Smart. White against Smart. White can't hit.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher. Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Randall. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Edie's checked in for Chicago. Champagny comes in for Barrett. Bradley Beal, he's checked in for Boston. Quickly comes in for Smart. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Give him 8. It's Beal on the wing. He's guarded by White. Quickly passes to Beal. Let's go with a 3. Doesn't go for him.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Champagny. And he buries his first look.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Quickly passes to Beal. Back to Quickly. Here's Antetokounmpo. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Brunson passes to Horford. Back to Brunson. Good D by Adebayo.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Brunson against Butler. Brunson taking his time here. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 8 now. And it's Quickly with a miss. Brunson against Butler. Right side, Brunson. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Boston. Between the scoring and rebounding, an excellent. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Cason Wallace out there with mid. Then it's Julius Randle, then it's Edie, and it's Champagny at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Sasser's checked in for Chicago.
Marcus Sasser.
Fires the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
On the wing, Simons. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Chicago trailing here. Here's Sasser. Pass to Randle. And it's Randle with the jam.
Wow. Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Outside Porter. Lets it go from deep. Chicago with a rebound. Coach, after 3 back surgeries in 5 years, it is truly amazing that Michael Porter Jr. is still playing at all.
Yeah, it really is, Brian. For him to get back to playing at the highest level, he has really stuck with it, and you've got to admire his mental and physical toughness.
And Joe Mazzulla calls time out here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Barrett's checked in for Sasser. Celtics trail by 3. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. To the left side wing. Here's Champagny. Back to Randall. They double Randall. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Well, just outstanding positioning and timing by Gobert. He tries to block as many shots as he can.
The Bulls making a switch here. White's checked in. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Celtics trail by 3. Quickly outside. Pass to Hauser to halt the run. Again, the miss by Boston.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
White against quickly. Now here's Barrett. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Basket counts. Barrett's got his second basket of the night. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Hield. Celtics trail by 5. Pass to quickly. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, my goodness.
What a dunk.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Checked in for Randall, and Brunson is subbed in for Wallace. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Adebayo's checked in for Gobert. Michael Porter comes in for Antetokounmpo. Jimmy Butler's checked in for Hauser. And Simon is subbed in for Quickly. Pass to Butler. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Mo Wagner.
This guy is tough as nails. You love Butler's competitive spirit.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Barrett passes to Brunson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
He'll challenge any defender. Brunson going right after it inside.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws, good from Brunson. You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
Edey. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Edey's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Porter gets the bucket.
Well, year in and year out, Porter is so consistent from three.
Here's Brunson from the high post. The rebound, Celtics. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Porter's shot is off. And Barrett has got the ball here for Chicago. To the paint. Here's Edey. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Chicago. Randall comes in for Wagner. Here's Butler. 58 seconds left in the second.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection, despite that.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And, Coach, you look at Derek White. Maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
And here's Butler outside. Chicago with a rebound. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game, and they'll be right in the middle of a 5-game homestand. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The strong finish by Giannis.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Bulls leading by 4. Here's Brunson. Boston with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
With 2 seconds left, Giannis muscling through. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Bulls out in front, up 2. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Taking a look here now at Boston, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah. Let's switch gears to the Chicago Bulls. They're in a tight one after the first half.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles.
And that's a wrap on halftime.
And we're halfway through. This one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Marcus Smart. And it's Butler in at shooting guard. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
White with a screen on Butler. Here's Brunson. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Brunson's got 6.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
Pass to Adebayo. To the inside. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Porter. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on White.
Smart play there by Porter Jr. Using the pump fake to draw the defense in and earn the call.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Greg.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Celtics trail by 4. Butler finds Adebayo. Antetokounmpo outside. Porter the pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Outside Barrett. Banked it in off the glass. Barrett's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And the Celtics shooting at about 34% here in this game. Smart outside. Pass to Butler. Adebayo, a screen on Barrett. Here's Butler. Shot clock at 6. His first shot attempt. Horford pulls it in. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Here's Horford. Second chance effort. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second personal foul.
Wily old vet, Horford, drawing contact around the rim.
Coach closing in on 2 decades in the league. Al Horford continues to put in the work.
Well, Brian, that's what it takes to make sure your body is able to compete against players half your age. He's never shied away from doing all the little things.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Blocked!
Yeah, nice swat by Randall. Using his size and good anticipation to get in the shooter's way.
Horford outside. Pass to Brunson. Yes, great play by Horford to set him up. Brunson's got 8 points.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Oh, Giannis working inside.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Gobert's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hauser comes in for Michael Porter. And it's Bradley Beal in for Butler. And Horford powers it home.
Horford really looking like an ageless wonder throwing it down.
Beal surveying the D. Over to the wing. Here's Hauser. Offline with a three.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Shot is good by Barrett.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Celtics trail by 10. Pass to Gobert. Smart outside. Three-pointer. Beal. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart.
For 3.
Smart has got 4 assists now tonight.
A volume three-point shooter. Beal knows he has the green light to shoot threes whenever he wants.
All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Champagny, he's checked in for Chicago. Beal's shot is off. Bulls leading by 8. Out to the right wing. Champagny, pass to Brunson. Shoots over Beal. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Oh, ferocious from Gobert.
What a slam by Gobert. He's solid getting positioning inside and using it to his advantage.
Horford outside. Brunson passes to Horford. And the three off target. Celtics trail by 6. There's a minute 12 left to play in the third quarter here. Back to Smart. Now Adebayo. Hasn't got one to fall yet. Hauser can't get it to go. Randall, pass to Horford. Left side Brunson. Back to Horford. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Brunson with a 6th sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
Smart outside. Pass to Hauser. 3-pointer. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him. Still without any points.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Hauser drills it from deep. Hauser's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, we talk so much about the defense of Marcus Smart, but Smart is really good at running offense, too.
Here's Brunson. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Chicago. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. They've got Cason Wallace. Wagner is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then it's Edey, and it's White in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Pass to Edey. Barrett with it, hounded by Beal. Barrett can't hit. Celtics trail by 5. And here's Quickly. Butler on the wing. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Mo Wagner.
Well, Butler can keep you guessing on defense, and when you guess wrong, he'll draw the contact and get to the line.
And Boston with some changes. Adebayo's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Antetokounmpo comes in for Quickly. And it's Michael Porter in for Bradley Beal. Pass to Edey. Now Barrett. He's guarded by Porter. Here's Edey. Outside White. Puts up a 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got a lot.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible. There's that fiery attitude of Butler's showing up the defense.
And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter, and timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. To hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Back to Wallace. Shot clock at 5. Launches it. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Celtics. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. And he gets it back. Outside quarter. From the arc. And Giannis throws it down.
And just tremendous putback ability. Giannis with that length and agility, just unstoppable.
They set the screen. Shoots from 14. Here's Edey. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Jimmy Butler. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Randall, he's checked in for Chicago. Jalen Brunson comes in for Wallace.
I'll tell you what, I absolutely love watching Beal go to work. He makes good decisions, and that time, no hesitation off the catch.
Butler against Brunson. It's Brunson working inside.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with this play in the second half.
Butler taking his time here. Porter from outside. Chicago with a rebound. They've led by as much as 10.
They need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling. He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Checked in for Chicago. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Bradley Beal. And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Down low. Here's Randall. No good with a layup. Celtics trail by 6. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Butler finds Smart. Now here's Porter, and here is Antetokounmpo. Horford covering. Uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo has got 26 points.
And he is just showing off right now. He's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
Brunson against Butler from the stripe. Brunson with the bucket. Brunson's gotten 4 this quarter.
And you just can't let Brunson get to his spots. I mean, he's an excellent mid-range shooter.
Pass to Hauser. Back to Antetokounmpo. Yes! And the foul! That's on Al Horford.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Brunson against Butler. Shot from 12. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. To the middle. Here's Porter. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Randall can't hit. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And unable to get the tying bucket there. Chicago with the ball. 2-point game. Randall against Smart. Horford passes to Randall. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Butler passes to Antetokounmpo.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Second personal foul. 13 foul.
And no good. As the first free throw misses, we'll see if he can hit the second. And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to 1. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. The pressure is on. And he's got a plan to share with his guys. Here's White, and they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
5 ticks left to play in the fourth quarter, and they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. 14th foul. At the line for the Bulls, R.J. Barrett.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. Second free throw, no good that time. Really wanted that one. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a 3. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
Substitution, Michael Porter Jr., Sam Hauser, Bradley Beal.
For the tie! To force OT! So it's the Bulls taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill,